What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to briefly cover the patch notes for the new update, which is after introducing series 4 and 5 cards. Obviously everybody's super hyped about these new cards coming into the game, but I can't find these patch notes too readily available at the time of recording, so I want to get this out to you guys as quickly as possible just to talk about some of the changes that are kind of hidden within this update. So let's jump straight in. So the first one we can see is the new feature, collector's tokens. Obviously, this is a new way of getting new cards. You can target specific cards that you want, so you can wait. I believe it changes every, I think, 4 to 8 hours or something like that, and you can get have a chance of getting some new cards. So let me know down in the comments what card you got. I just got Shuri, super hyped to check her out. So 16 new cards in total, 10 in Series 4, 6 in Series 5. So card boosters no longer appear as rewards from collector caches and collectors reserved. That's super good. I used to always get boosters in my like reserves and caches. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a bummer. Improved bad luck protection for collectors caches and collectors reserves. Going forward, players at the same collection level will have nearly the same number of cards. Okay, that's pretty good. That's like a whole kind of pity timer if there was a pity timer in the game. So that's a nice change to have. When you favorite a card variant by pressing the star button, you know the option to automatically swap that variant into all decks that contain that card. Okay, that's super handy. That's something I used to always have to like manually change for all of my decks, so great feature that's been added. During a game, players can now tap their opponent's avatar or their own avatar to view player titles in the pop-up avatar menu. Awesome. The end turn button is disabled for a few seconds when your opponent snaps. This should make it harder to accidentally accept a snap. Okay, that's fair. Performance improvements all around, and added support for sign-in with Apple on PC. Awesome. Art and visual effects. Okay, big one is the infinity border has been improved. I'll show you that on screen right now. Super cool. And they just look amazing in my opinion now. Flare modifiers earned from Infinity Split now have a chance to roll one of 7 different colors: red, green, blue, purple, black, white, and gold. Flare modifiers unlocked before this update will now rotate through multiple colors. That is awesome. Usually it was just like kind of like purple, the purple swirl, or you've got like the different kind of bubbly kind of animation. So super cool. They've changed that up a bit. Card emojis have received a bit of polish to make them a little easier to use and see. That's awesome. Logos have been added to cards and location power modifiers in game. Tap on card or location to see what's modifying it. Super good. Okay, audio. New card sounds for Magic. Definitely look forward to hearing that. New location sounds for Ego, Central Park, Project Pegasus, The Raft, and Death's Domain. Awesome. We'll definitely be checking those out. Okay, card balances. This is where we want to be. So Angela is now a 2-0. Wow, this is really interesting because like obviously she's still a super powerful card in pool 3, but she's probably one of the most used coming up in pool 1 and 2, but still using a lot of like Sera kind of aggro, I guess like Kazoo types of decks. So interesting they changed her to a 2-0. They said Angela is a card that sees a lot of prevalence across many decks, so we're nerfing her a bit to make other options more appealing. They nerfed Destroyer. There's no shot they nerfed Destroyer. So Destroyer is making big waves. Lowering his power by 1 will give opponents more of a chance to win the location he's played to. I think that's a mistake. I think Destroyer is fine. Nerfs Mysterio as well. Nah, I don't think I agree with that. Mysterio has more power than other 2-cost cards because of how many slots he takes up at other locations. However, in many cases, those extra 2 illusions end up being quite beneficial. So we're lowering his base power to 1. What? Because they're in Destroy decks? I mean, that's fair. Sera, that's a fair nerf, I think. Developer comments, she's slightly too good right now, so we're shaving a bit off her power. That's fair. Onslaught's ability now stacks additively with effects like Mystique or Onslaught Citadel rather than exponentially. So kind of slightly nerfing Exodia decks, but not really. Like you can still pull off the combo. Like if you get 16 triggers rather than 256, or as they say exponentially, that's completely fine. When you start stacking Onslaught's doubling effect, things get out of hand very quickly. We want to avoid situations where players are waiting for cards like Ironheart to play their animations for long stretches of time, so we're changing the stacking to be additive instead of exponential. That's the main reason they're doing it, which is fair. It just lowers animation time. And Nick Fury has been added to Series 3, so that's great for any of you guys that didn't pick him up in the Season Pass. Bug fixes. Okay, there's a few things here. Let's run through these super quickly, and I'll point out if any of them are kind of necessary. Cards drawn by White Queen no longer show out of place in your hand. Updated Agatha Harkness dialogue to reference boosters instead of card XP. That's kind of nice. Daredevil VFX no longer shows over the game results screen. Interesting. Danger Room VFX should now consistently play when destroying a card. That is something I noticed when you like destroy a Nova or you destroy like a Bookie. The VFX didn't always show. Craven VFX no longer plays for you when you drag a card if Craven is on your opponent's side. That's fair. Omega Red on Bar Sinister no longer has over repeated VFX. Okay. Decks can be scrolled properly in full screen if you have more than 5 decks. Okay. This is a huge fix. One thing, I'm just briefly running through the bug fixes. Decks can be scrolled properly in full screen if you have more than 5 decks. Issue since PC came out, great fix. Fix an issue where the game window would reset after opening settings, then switching scenes. Okay, great to see PC improvements for sure. Alright guys, that's the patch notes. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to jump straight back in, experience some Series 4 and 5 cards. I hope you guys enjoyed the new patch. I'll catch you in the next one.